And we appreciate everything that you've done, Kathy. And there's been a lot of people worked on these other bills too. But what I would like for you to do is go in there and very simply tell your legislators what your agenda is. And then secondly, say, look, this is what I want you to do. I want you to support this. And there are repercussions. We're going to get the word out from those people who support us and those that do not. Because the tourism industry is sick and tired of being the stepchildren of this state. I have some very strong supporters here of your industry, and first of all, I'd like to go down the list and introduce House members. Representative Craig Ford, Representative Leslie Vance, Representative Mary Sue McClurkin, and Representative Matt Gibson. These are all very strong supporters of ours. They fought very hard for us on many of the issues that we all support. At this time, I'd just like to again say thank you for this passion that I see out there. It is a breath of fresh air in Montgomery to see you here. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our senator, who's going to say hello to all of you. Bobby Singham.
Good evening. This is a pride. All right. Thank y'all so much for coming down to Montgomery. This is the people's house. And this is what you want, because as the chairman of tourism in the Senate, we've passed every bill for tourism out of the Senate, basically about 7-0 vote. So we're ready to move these bills on the calendar and get them started. I've supported 7-day sales for the last 3 years, and hopefully this year, this year we're going to pass it. We're going to pass it. So I want y'all to come in, and I want you to get in their ears, get on their nerves, whatever you have to do. Let them know that tourism brings dollars in. So while we're worried about Medicaid and while we're worried about education, those are some very, very serious issues. But if it's not for tourism, entertaining people to come to our states and spend the money, we will not have the sale dollars to put back in the budget for those kind of things. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Bobby. I want to encourage everyone to please go upstairs and leave notes for your own delegation. Let them know you're here and the issues that you support. We're here from Huntsville down to Mobile, and we need to let them know that we're here supporting our tourism and the 170,000 jobs that we create throughout the state. Also, Representative Craig Ford would like to make a few comments.
I see my mentors down here. It's good to see y'all. Let me tell you something, Miss Dorothy, good to see you from home. It's good to have home people down here. So let me tell you, I sponsored a school start date for 5 years in a row now. And for the first time last year, we had a majority vote on what we call the BIR. So we're gaining ground. I had a representative tell me in the hall, he said, I can't vote against school, I can't vote with you, Greg, because my school board members are against you. And I said, well, let me explain something. I said, I don't know how many votes school board people can get you, but I can tell you tourism people can get you a lot more. So I want you to get up here in the halls and let these people know where you stand on school start day. I've told them 100 times we're short on money in the Education Trust Fund. What a way to generate money without raising taxes. We can have a longer tourism season and generate more money for the classroom which our kids and grandkids go to. I was glad to sponsor 7-day sales. We got it out of the House last year, and good to see Senator Singleton so eager to get it up this year. We hope we can get it up again in the Senate and get that thing passed. But I want to tell you, Kathy Falk's over here with the film bill, and I see Governor Folsom. I want to take the microphone from him. He's a little more powerful than I am. But I'll tell you, I'm going to get up there, and I'm going to cast one vote for tourism here in the next 15 minutes, so I appreciate y'all.
Thank you. I'm going to jump ahead of the Lieutenant Governor. Doesn't mind. It's just something I want to remind you. By the way, I represent Otago and Elmore County, so welcome to the Dynamo of Dixie, but you're Dynamo today. What I want to ask you to do, when you go upstairs, each county gets your representative's name on a piece of paper and give it to the security guard, and your names as well, and you'll be introduced from the floor. That way, some of your members may not be out here that represent you, but they'll let them know that you're up there. So if you will, please, by county, send a little slip of paper down by security where they can introduce you to the floor. This people will do it and recognize you while you're up there. I think it'd be better to do it county by county rather than say there's a mass here for tourism. So do it here, do it county by county. And we thank you for coming down. I got to go upstairs and get ready to vote for the film bill that Kathy's worked so hard on.
We had some individuals come down a little late here. First of all, I'd like to introduce Laura Hall, Representative Laura Hall, and these two other gentlemen. I don't think I need to introduce these guys. Come on up, Mr. Pro Tem. Lieutenant Governor, come on up, y'all.
First, I'm so glad to have you all here with us. You know, whether you believe it or not, we actually listen to you all. I was upstairs in a meeting and I heard you all. I said, you know, that's where you gotta be. You need to be down there. They were wondering, where you going? I just walked out the meeting, so I had to come down and see you all. I want to thank you all for everything that you're doing. First, we're going to do everything we can to get those film incentives so that we can take advantage of a large industry and bring in all these dollars into Alabama. So we're going to do everything. That's number one. And number two, you know, I know that you all want to keep business rolling for 7 days a week, and of course we already in our area do that. You know, I represent one of the many places. Birmingham is one of my main places I represent. And I can just tell you, when you start counting your votes, you know, especially in Cindy, you start at 2, because you know you got one standing right here. So I look forward to seeing you all come up and visit us. And you know, if come in my office and see me, because it's not my office, it's you all's office. So come see me, and whatever I can do, I'm there to help you. Thank y'all very much.
And let's give a big welcome to our Lieutenant Governor, Jim Folsom.
All of you down here, and like Roger said, we can all hear you up there. So they'll be looking out the windows and they'll be saying, I want to go down there. A bunch of politicians up there. They don't want to come down here and see all y'all from the North Alabama region anyway. You know, tourism produces $7. Every $1 really invested in every dollar you bring in produces another 7. You have a great multiplier effect. And it's so good to see everyone so involved and see all you down here speaking up for promoting tourism in the state. There's 2 issues that I know you're interested in now, the film bill and the latest school start date. And I want you to know you got my support 100%. I agree with you. You know, and on the school start, I've often wondered about that. You know, in most areas of the country, they start later, you know, right after Labor Day, and then, you know, you go a little bit longer into June, and it makes so much sense from all kind of perspectives, from the cost of cooling the schools and all kind of things. I've often wondered why we went in the wrong direction. We should have been going in the other direction on it. And we have a thriving, as you all know, we have a thriving summer camp business in Northeast Alabama, and it's always been a strong, bringing in a lot of dollars from out of the state. And I know a lot of those folks are very interested in that issue too. So I want you to know I'm all for you. Thank y'all for coming down here. We're going to, hopefully we can pass all this stuff in the next few weeks and get it all done. Thank you very much.
I got to tell y'all this story. You know, I'm from Franklin County, which does not have legal sales. And the first time I voted on a 7-day sales bill, someone came up to me and said, was that not a tough vote? And I said, no. I said, we've always had 7-day sales in Franklin County. Bootlegger didn't care if it's Sunday or whenever it was. Who do I need to turn the mic over to? Go on in. Attack your legislators. Yes, you may not be able to carry your signs in, but you can go in the House chamber.